everybody. This is a green through black belt class. It is Wednesday, March 3rd. Hope you guys are having a good week so far. Okay, we're changing themes up a little bit today. We're going to be working on a different skill set. Before we get started though, guys, as always, you guys have to do your warm-ups. Pause the video, go to the app, click on curriculum, click on Leave Online, get your warm-ups done. See you back here in about 10 minutes. All right, welcome back, guys. So today what we are going to be doing is we are going to be doing what we call the Octagon. We're going to start working on the Octagon. This will be our theme for the next few classes, okay? The Octagon is a concept of evasive movement. Let me say that again. A concept of evasive movement. Now, I know my upper belts, you guys already understand this, but we are going to work the fundamentals today. Sometimes when we forget the fundamentals, we only focus on the techniques. Our footwork and everything else, our angles go to the wayside. So we're going to focus on the fundamentals and understanding the Octagon today. So before we do that, guys, I'm going to hold up a piece of paper. I apologize, it's a little curled up. I want you guys to screenshot, take a photo of this, whatever you guys want to do. Okay, this is the concept of utilizing the Octagon, where a line ends, a circle begins. Now, if you imagine this, this looks a little bit like a pizza, but I want you to imagine it more as a clock. Okay, you are in the center of the clock. Your opponent is at the 12. He is going to be coming at you in a linear attack. A step through back punch, an overhead strike, a step and stab, a closing the distance kick. When that line ends, you are going to circle out. Now, the numbers at the bottom correlate to times. You're going to move to 11, 1, 7, or 5 o'clock. And when we train and drill, we work it in the order of 11, 1, 7, 5. 11, 1, 7, 5. Screenshot that, take a picture, whatever you guys need to do so you understand it a little bit better. Now, all we're going to work on today is we're going to understand the footwork of 11, 1, 7, 5. Now, when we utilize the Octagon, please understand, the Octagon cannot work when set by Bailey and I are at this range. Okay? At this range, he does not have time to move his feet before he gets hit. Okay? His feet are going to be slower than the hands. The Octagon is, we're at distance, probably a minimum of 3 feet away, a little bit more than that. Okay? And now this opponent is charging. Okay? We're closing distance. That gives him time to react. So I might be coming with a step through strike, a closing distance overhead strike, maybe the stab of a knife, maybe a close distance kick, but I'm traveling. It gives him time to react. I often see you guys start drilling when we do the Octagon. You start right here, and then you're stumbling your feet. You're way too close to working. So again, like I said, we are going to move at 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and 5 o'clock. And our footwork is a what, Bailey? What's our footwork? It's a shuffle. It's a shuffle. We don't step and drag. We don't walk. We don't skip. We don't hop. Okay? We don't transport. We shuffle. That means we take the weight off of one foot and drive off the other foot. Okay? If we're shuffling forward, take the weight off our front foot and push off the back foot. If I'm shuffling backwards, I take the weight off the back foot and push off the front foot. That is called shuffling. So now we're going to work on that footwork. So we're going to go to 11, 1, 7, 5. I'm going to do it first without any benchmarks or landmarks, and then I'm going to show you how to set up a training area in your house so you don't get confused. You know you're doing your angles right. So from here, first we're going to 11 o'clock. Okay? Notice our feet didn't come together, they didn't get farther apart, they didn't cross. Now, before we go to the next angle, we always go back. Now we're right back where we started. Now we're going to 1 o'clock. I'm going to my right foot leads, the front foot pushes. How does it push me forward? Well, if my weight's in the balls of the feet, it can push me forward. The big mistake that I see a lot here is you guys do a lot of double clutching. The class I was teaching on Monday night had some double clutching. Sliding this foot back and then pushing off. Well, that just bought time. I mean, that just cost you time, I should say. Boom, boom. So the weight's already in the balls of the feet, and you were off to 1 o'clock there. Now, the golden rule of the Octagon is, Bailey?
Keep your belly button facing your opponent.
Your belly button must always face your opponent. So if my opponent's right here, my belly button must always face him. That means I'm not going this way. That means when I go to 1 o'clock, I'm not going this way. My back's to it. All right, so we're gonna go 11, 1, 7, 5. 11, back, 1, back, 7, back, 5. And back. Now, 7 o'clock, I'm already on this angle, so I'm really just gonna float back. I'm still going to 7 o'clock. And I come back to center. When I go to 5, 5 is probably the toughest angle to understand. I'm pushing in that direction. My right foot leads. But then my opponent's gonna be here, so we have to kind of curl so my belly button faces him. So again, when I go to 5 o'clock, I'm pushing with the right, and then I'm spinning, okay, to face my opponent. So 11, back, 1, back, 7, back, 5, back, 11, back, 1, back, 7, back, 5, and back. Okay, so once you guys get comfortable with that footwork, now, one of the things I like to do, so that you understand the benchmarks of this here, is I'm gonna put down a couple cones so we know where I'm going, These are gonna represent 11 and 1 and 7 and 5. Now, I want to be starting in the middle of this every single time. So I'm going to go to 11, and I go back. Now I'm going to go to 1, and I go back. I'm going to go to 7. I go back. I'm going to go to 5, and I go back. 11, back. 1, back. 7, back. 5, back. Now, all I want to do here, guys, is I want to show you why we're doing this. So, by Bailey, come here, please.
Motion set.
So we're going to do it this way first. So now that's 11, 1, 7, 5. Actually, he's going to do it. Let's back up a little bit. Actually, I'll come back. Okay, so Bailey's in the middle. That's 11, 1, 7, 5. He's going to move. He's going to shuffle. I'm just going to do the same step through back punch every time. 11. See, he's back. He's behind me. His belly button's facing me. 1. His belly button's facing me. He's ready to defend. 7. 5. 11. 1. 7. 5. Okay? So I'm going to turn it this way here, guys. My back is going to be to you, but you're going to actually, because Bailey and I are one line, when he moves off on the angles, you're going to be able to see him up here in the camera here. Okay? 11. Back. 1. 7. And 5. Okay. So I just want to give you a quick example of what it looks like when a person's in there, that drill with you. But for today, guys, my main focus is your footwork, and I want you to spend a good 15, 20 minutes just working your footwork, just getting comfortable. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Do that a bunch of times. And then if you have a partner that you want to throw in the drill where they're just doing a step through back punch, that means they're coming down the line in a straight line. You can add that person in. For right now, my main goal for today is you to work on the footwork. Now, for an upper belt, you might be saying, Sensei, this is a boring drill. I've done this. I've been doing this for years. Guys, listen. I say after teaching at Leading Edge Martial Arts for 21 years and teaching martial arts in general for 30 years, I repeat things often. One of the things that I repeat in the school that for whatever reason students don't seem to remember is the practice regiment that I want you guys doing. You need to understand that practicing only when you're at class is only scratching the surface of your training. You need to be working at home, whether you're working at home completely on your own or whether you're coming to class and then using home as a way to add to what you're doing, as a way to complement what you're doing. We need to be training at home. You need to be working on your own. We study martial arts in the school, but like anything else we study, we have homework that we have to do. Now, when I talk to upper belts, I always tell you guys, what is the best practice habit? And this is your key word today, guys. You're going to write these words down. 1 belt level a day, 10 minutes a day, every day. That's the bare minimum you should be doing. Bare minimum. 1 belt level a day for 10 minutes a day, every day. What are you practicing those belt levels? Well, maybe you're practicing that belt level's kicks. Maybe you're practicing that belt level's combinations, that belt level's self-defenses, that belt level's grappling techniques. But in addition to that, guys, we should also be practicing other skills like the Octagon, which are not belt level specific. Break falling, not belt level specific. Closing the distance, not belt level specific. Okay, ranges, not belt level specific. Your keywords: 1 belt level a day, 10 minutes a day, every day. 1 belt level a day, 10 minutes a day, every day, and you'll never forget your curriculum. You'll never get stuck at a belt level, and you'll never fall behind. All right, guys. Enjoy your Octagon work. Thanks for training hard today. Thanks for being lean and strong. We'll see you online. We'll see you on the mat.